Hey guys, my name's Adele Wilkinson. I thought if anyone was new here to this channel, it might be nice to actually do a little bit of an intro and just sort of like let you know a bit about myself and kind of what I'm interested in and that sort of thing. You may have gathered if you've watched this channel before that obviously I'm doing sort of music related things. I'm a musician. I have my own music out on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, the lot. So I might talk a bit more about that in just a second. But also covers that I do, that I perform live. I do a lot of live performing and I like to share that on here with you guys. And I thought it'd be nice as well to maybe like expand what I do on the channel as well. So I'll keep doing all of that stuff and maybe a bit of like film music stuff, because I know I did do a few short film things on here with a bit of music, some of my own music on it. If I ever get a chance to do any more sort of short film stuff, I'll probably use that to post on here as well. But for the meantime, I'd like to keep posting performance videos, music videos, my original song content as well. But I thought it'd be nice to maybe do like a few tutorials, like music related tutorials, maybe some kind of reviews on music equipment and that sort of thing. So I thought maybe like I could do some of that, and if you want to sort of let me know as well what you'd like to maybe see, that'd be brilliant, because I'd love to do more. And I just thought I'd like to make you guys aware that I also have a TikTok page now as well. So I'm sharing kind of 2 things a day on there, usually to do with my original music and any sort of live performances on there as well. So if you want sort of more quicker content, I'm doing that on my TikTok. So I'll put a little thing here with my TikTok name on, but I'll also pop a link in the description as well. So that might be of interest to you. But just before I speak more in depth about my original music and all of that sort of thing, I thought, why don't you try and get to know me a bit first? So I'm going to do 5 things you might not know about me, and then I'll go into the stuff about my music and where you can find that, and videos I recommend you watch on the channel. So the first thing you might not know about me, so my songs are alternate in genre. I kind of mix genres together and things. I'm also a violinist, so I incorporate violin into my songs. I've been playing violin since the age of about 5, and I've done the classical route, done orchestras, things like that. But I love to incorporate my violin now into my songs, and it seems to work. Like when I've done performances in the past, over these last few years at gigs and stuff, people have said to me like it seems to be like quite new and different, and they like that. And I also do live looping as well, so you probably know I've been posting live looping videos on here, and I recommend you go and watch the Night Call cover and also Viva La Vida and the Bittersweet Symphony one. I did them looped live, so with a loop pedal, and I looped the violin over it, and also on the Night Call one I did it with vocals as well. So I'm looking to do more performances like that and sharing more of them with you. I'll put a link in the description to these videos as well. If you love something that's a bit different in music and that sort of thing, then you'll probably quite like me, but you will still also like know the songs and be interested in them as well. I also translate some of this live looping stuff into my original songs. So I have a song called Every Day and Every Way, which I made a music video for on here, but I've done it live with looping, a ukulele, a violin and voice. So I'm gonna try and, I think I posted that, but I will pop a link in the description to all of these things that if you're sort of interested in this is what you might like. And I also love ambient music as well. So I've done some instrumentals in the past, but I wanna maybe like remaster them and send them across to TV and that sort of thing. I'm sort of more influenced by kind of like Olaf Arnolds, who composed the Broadchurch theme tune, for that side of my music. But at the minute, I'm just focusing on my songs to get them sorted first, because I've learnt more about mixing and mastering since I started. So I want to get them sorted first and be sharing them with you guys. And this kind of links into point number 2 about the second thing you might not know about me is I've actually been credited on the TV once at the moment as of recording this, because I am a sound trainee, and if you watch Black Ops Series 2 on BBC One, it's on at 9:30 PM at the minute on a Thursday. My name comes up under the sound department because I worked on it. About this time last year we were filming, and it was great because it was my first ever job on like a TV show and being on a set, and it was like super cool because I did media production, so I kind of went that route, but I'm still interested in pursuing music as well as that. So yeah, I've been credited for that. It's all the episodes are on iPlayer, so go check them out. And I also finished filming a feature film, which we did in the summer. I don't know kind of what's happening with that yet, and I can't really talk about it, so you'll just have to wait and see with that. And I'm currently looking for other TV opportunities and film opportunities, and of course music, so that's why I kind of want to send some of my tracks and songs to any kind of music supervisors and get my music more out there, because I've struggled with the promoting side of things. So if anyone also has any tips about how I can promote my music more and get more streams, that would be great. I'd love to hear any advice anybody out there has. You've sort of done this before, because I'm learning as I'm going. I've already learnt a lot, obviously with the TV side of things and stuff. But this also links in, I started in radio, local radio, so I still do a bit of that. And I've written a few articles for their BBC Online and stuff, but I'm kind of expanding now. There isn't really as much kind of work going on in local at the minute. It seems to have been cut. So I'm sort of expanding and trying out new things, and I'm kind of excited, especially with the music and the TV stuff. So we're going to see what happens. The third thing you may or may not know about me is, I mean, you'll know maybe from my covers about this that I've posted before, but my favourite artists are Coldplay and Radiohead. They're my two most favourite. I also love a bit of Blur, and I've been to see all three of them. I'm so lucky. I got to see Coldplay and Radiohead in the same year, because I saw Coldplay back in summer. And then a few months later, I managed to get Radiohead tickets when they announced they were going to be at the O2. And honestly, it was amazing. I love them. And I also love London Grammar and a bit of Billie Eilish as well. And also Amy McDonald. They're some of my favourite artists. And of course, Olafur Arnalds, who I think I mentioned for ambient music. And I also love Nils Frahm. I suggest you check him out. And Moby. Oh my God. And some of my favourite songs, guys, I need to say, like, Radiohead's inspired a lot of my music. So my song Time to Say Goodbye, which is one of my songs from my album Lost and Found, which I think we did a music video. Again, I'll pop a link in. Maybe I'll put a thing here, maybe. Time to Say Goodbye. That's inspired more by Radiohead. And the stuff I'm working on at the moment is also kind of inspired by that. And I love Pyramid Song. And the song I wrote, Lost and Found, from my album Lost and Found, was kind of like inspired by Pyramid Song. I heard Pyramid Song and I thought, I want to do a song like that. And I just really understand the song. I don't know, it just speaks to me really deeply. I think it's beautiful. I also love How to Disappear Completely. So Radiohead fans, let me know what your favourite songs are. And in terms of Coldplay, I love Viva La Vida. That's my favourite song of all time. I just love the strings. On the whole Viva La Vida album, I think is brilliant. Like, songs like 42, and yes, they're combining like rock influences and classical, and it works. The violin and the strings on that album is amazing, and I love it. And I also think Rush of Blood to the Head is a great album too. So please, again, let me know what your favourite songs are from these artists, and any other artists you recommend to me as well. That'd be great. And so that moves me on now to the fourth thing that you might not know about me, which is I love food, guys. I love food. So my favourite foods are Italian and Indian. So my favourite takeaway would be like Indian food, but I also love getting fish and chips, because who doesn't? But yeah, I love a good curry, and I also love sort of pasta dishes and pizza and things like that. So, and chocolate, which has nothing to do with any of them that I've just said, but yeah, I love chocolate, guys, like that's just amazing. And that was quite a quick one, really. But the fifth thing that you might not know about me is I live in Leicestershire, so I'm from Leicestershire, I've grown up here. I'm looking to maybe like move in the future, but I've also lived in Lincoln because I studied media production in Lincoln. I lived there during all the 2020, which you all know what happened then, but honestly, that was crazy. I sort of have been performing still in Lincoln. I still travel there to perform because I have a lot of nice connections in the music space over there. I just love performing at places like Stack, which I just love their sound there. It's great. And the Komodo, just some great locations over there. Please go check those places out if you're around that area. But I'm looking to, again, expand my live performance. And when living in Leicestershire, I also live with a little cat who I wish I could, hang on a second, I might be able to bring her. There we go, I got little Millie. Are you going to say something? No? Okay. But yeah, I've got a little cat called Little Millie who's so cute, and yeah, love her. She doesn't like my music though. She doesn't like the sound of the violin or much. She really doesn't like much loudness, to be fair. And you know what? I get it. Like, I totally get it. This leads me on to kind of the final part of the video, which is my songs are currently everywhere. So I want to make it a bit clearer for you guys as to like where to go. So I've just released a song recently in the last few months called Tomorrow Never Came, and that's a standalone single, and there's a music video for it which was filmed by Reese Jeffrey, who's a great videographer. He does amazing music videos for other artists, so go check it out wherever it might be. Definitely will be in the link though, and probably at the end page as well. So that song is everywhere. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm doing bits on TikTok about it as well. It's Amazon Music, literally all of them. So whichever one you prefer, just go check it out on any of them, because it's there and it's there for you, so go check it out. The other song that I'm currently promoting at the moment is Time to Say Goodbye, and again filmed another video with Reese Jeffrey for that. So that song is everywhere. If you're more into Radiohead, that's probably more your kind of song. Tomorrow Never Came is more of a maybe like Coldplay influenced song, but Time to Say Goodbye is part of an album I did last year called Lost and Found. And all of those songs are, again, on all of the platforms. So I might include some samples in this, but yeah, like feel free to just have a listen through, because I think if you like Radiohead and if you like an album that kind of tells a story, that album is probably more suited to yourself, like, because it just sort of tell a story of like things starting off good and then becoming like a disaster, but it's not like that depressing. Like the songs are upbeat and stuff on there, probably apart from Lost and Found, which, as I said, is influenced by Pyramid Song. So Tomorrow Never Came is just a new single. It's not connected to that album, but Time to Say Goodbye is a single from the Lost and Found album, as is Every Day in Every Way. But Every Day in Every Way, we made like a really interesting video. That was with a guy called Lewis Carter, who is also another great videographer. It would just, yeah, I'm literally just sort of want you to kind of know a bit more about me, and also if you like any of the music you've seen on here, then please go check out my music, because I do have it everywhere. I also have a website where I'm doing kind of wedding performances as well. So if you're kind of around the Midlands, West Midlands area as well, so East and West Midlands basically, I can potentially do your wedding. Not marry you, but I can't do that. But I could play you down the aisle or whatever you want. So listen guys, I don't even know like if this video will do well or anything. Like I've just wanted to maybe do more with YouTube, I think, as well as posting the actual performances, because I just think it might be nice to try something new. But it may or may not work out, honestly, like I don't know at this point, but I feel like it definitely won't work out if I don't at least do it. So I have enjoyed this more than I thought I probably would. So yeah, as I said, please go follow my TikTok page as well. I'm on Instagram too. I also promote on there. So at adelewilkinson, I'll put a thing to my different handles and all of that. And just check the description for any links for any of this stuff that you might be interested in. And like I say, I'm hoping to do more videos about teaching people maybe bits, and also just kind of talking about my music journey really. And anything, maybe a bit about my TV journey as well. Literally, this might just be also like just me wanting to just talk and just share with you guys, you know, with like-minded people who also love creativity and stuff, and just get to know people. It would just be nice. So yeah, with that, I will now say goodbye. So yeah, bye-bye.